Well, we are running behind schedule tonight, but in some ways we're running a bit ahead, I guess. We did some extra content I wasn't intending to necessarily do tonight, but it's like, I can probably swing it and still get done with the stuff I was working on. Worked on a pair of Dead Scissors video for Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters 2006. One was using a Lava Golem with it in Buster Rancher, and the other still included that strategy, but then also chucked in, Axis, Spare, Mage Power, and threw out some other cards to try and make the strategy a bit more versatile than what we could burn by just taking down, lower level monsters as well. Though the opponent kind of played into our hand, oddly enough, when I did that. Because Kriebel brought out Red Eyes, and I ran over it, the smack, and then they had brought back, their card lets them pay 2 tributes for 1 for dark types, and they summoned Dark Magician defense mode, and I just smacked that, and 3,500 burn for the kill. I'm just like, jeez. Like, Kriebel, you set yourself up for failure on that one. Like, you couldn't defeat my monster, and you couldn't stop it from running over Dark Magician, and the burn effect was going to kill you. Why would you even bother dropping the monster at that point? Like, you would have delayed me more by just letting me hit, the level 4 stuff. Because at least then it would have been, like, 2,000 points. I mean, would have only given them, like, 1 more turn for a draw, but if you're gonna try and stall me out as best as you can, not just feed me the kill. I mean, come on. But, yeah, that was somewhat fun, though I am thinking about maybe trying to work in a deck that's about Vampire Baby, though I'll admit, pulling that one off is gonna be maybe a bit more annoying. Because I suspect I'd have to build a deck that runs a lot of equip spells and stuff like that basically try and run things over. I mean, I could build a deck that, searches out such cards, to a certain extent, and has draw power to try and thin the deck out, but it only helps so much. And we'd have to get Vampire Baby running up quickly. I suppose, on the other hand, I could also run cards like, Mirror Wall and Rush Recklessly and Shrink and whatnot to try and get kills sneakily. Could also do Gonzo stuff with Buster Rancher, I suppose, as well, and take out high-level targets, but then I'd have to revive the opponent with a high-level monster I could kill, Which would mean somehow getting out, like, a Blue Eyes or something, giving it to the opponent. Like, at that point, I'm not doing myself any favors. The only option might be to do Lava Golem, and then I'd be burning myself, to have a 3,000 beat stick I could have gotten easier. I mean, there are ways to cheese out, Blue Eyes White Dragon, after all, in the 2006 game, like Kaiba Man. Or even the Ritual Monster. Like, there's ways to get the Blue Eyes. Oh, roll out. We're so over-leveled, this will just instantly kill it. Doesn't even have to be a hard hit here. Well, we'll just keep up the attacks and probably roll this thing over too. Oh, it actually survived. Then failed the Stun Spore. To be fair, that stuff gets dropped, like, a bit of extra percentages for the player, so it's not as powerful as it'd be in the player's hand. I guess I could have screwed myself there, but the game spared me. Oh, well, it's not like it'd help out Lloyd that much. Well, just hit with another return strike. I mean, I wish I could be more engaged with these opponents, but they're boring normally, and with our fast growth curve at this point, we're just too much for them. Way too much. Ugh. Though I am almost done with all the Total War stuff this month already. Jeez. The only thing left are, I want to say 4 or 5 episodes for the Huns. I forget what day of the week they fall on, but I'm pretty sure I need to do 5 if I want to hit up every day. They'd qualify for. Though I'll admit the plans only do 4. The 5th one would be like a bonus episode I'd have to record like early in the morning or something, like I did for the Alamani run. Dragged myself out of bed at like 3:30, started recording around maybe 5-10 minutes before 4, because I had to be at work at 5, so, you know, recorded about 22-25-minute episode, then, you know, started processing it as I was leaving, so I could upload it when I got home. Though, I admit, we set ourselves up to go after another city in France, but then, you know, we pulled out the ship out of Rome and went and took Careless instead. Using, some mercenaries. You can pick up a Scorpion there if you're playing on a medium difficulty. Because the Western Empire won't buy it, so you can just go over there, buy the Scorpion, and then kick the door open at Careless and just take it rather easily. Though I'll admit, I kinda now got forces stuck there. Obviously the city is not very loyal to us, and it's far from our capital. So I'm gonna be forced at some point to relocate the capital center, I'm sure. I'm just not sure where I want to put it. Maybe Masilla would be a better pick? I'd have to play around with it. It's definitely something to consider in that game. For some of my luck, by the time I get back to it, I'll have forgotten all about this. Yeah, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want the nugget. 5,000 gold means nothing to us at this point. It really does. Okay. Can I, like, safely get to the power plant in a reasonable amount of time? I mean, we can skip certain trainers in, this version. Unlike, Gold and Silver. So we might be able to get to the power plant in under, 10 minutes mark here. Try and make up for, you know, how many extra episodes we had to do early on for certain things, I suppose. Because we had the grind. And it was painful. At least it's not as bad as certain, monsters would be, I'm sure. Yeah, we've been very versatile in these fights tonight so far, haven't we? Just basically spamming return endlessly. I mean, I don't really know what else I would do, though. Come on, one... up. Okay, random spinner. Those are the worst. Might get caught on the way back, then. Well, yeah, let's go for a surf. Probably end things after we learn about the part, though. That way we can just shove, you know, getting back to where Misty... getting the part coming back, then challenging Misty all in, like, in one episode. Who would dare? Well, Team Rocket, obviously. Of course, he's gonna give us a really bad TM. I don't know, I just wish I could like Zap Cannon, but it's so inaccurate, it just annoys the crap out of me. Like, the fact you have to spend a move on lock-on just will always get me annoyed, you know? Okay, I don't know why I was down on that flight there, jeez. Well, next time, you know, we'll deal with learning about where the part's at and all that stuff. Until then, see ya.